What up? What up? Fantasy football hustler back at ya.
What's happening?
We got a special guest in the house. Our homie Clock Management is in the house. What up, dude?
Yes.
What up, man?
I know people in high places. You might have heard of Grandfather Time. This is Clock Management. No relation. What's up, Clock? How you doing?
Man, just living.
All right. You guys ready to jump into this?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex. Is AA Ron here? Balaki.
So I
Is
think
Balaki here? It's Blake.
I think the way that we could do this, we'll start with maybe like the number one spot, and then we'll do two other spots.
Or even in the chat, where do you guys want? Put some draft spots you'd like to see us draft from? You know what I mean? We're doing a 0 RB 12 teamer.
Yeah, you know what? Let's let the chat dictate this. What spot should we draft this 0 RB from? What's the spot you've been drafting from, or you're going to draft from that you want to see what happens here?
Yeah,
I said Boogie Basham, best football name ever.
Yeah, and Taco Charlton. Is that a thing that at one point the Cowboys were like, just who has the funkiest name? They're like, Dakota. I like him. Draft him. Well, I go by Dak. Yeah, that's cool. Dakota.
All right, make that go 11. So we'll start with number 11 here.
And then Kansas City's, nah, screw that. We're going plain. Give me Patrick. Hey, Pat, get over here.
Shit, Jamar Chase, number 1 in this one.
Ooh.
Wow.
Chase, CMC, Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson for the third pick, yeah.
Kelsey, Cup, Diggs, Hill, AJ Brown. And seeing this kind of, I feel like if you're towards the end of the first somewhere, I don't know if you're going to deploy a zero running back, because look at how many wide receivers like off the board. We got 6 wide receivers.
That's I know you guys preach this as well, but that's why I always say try and be fluid. Go with your draft, because you know that like you don't want to just chase what everyone else is doing just because it's what's hot right now in the community.
I think I want to be stubborn.
And we're going 0 running back. We got the wide receivers. We got CD, Devontae, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, and Waddle, top ones.
It's CD or St. Brown for me.
It's
almost St. Brown because I think his dad's watching the show. Right? So I don't have any problems with him.
I think we should go CD.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe, I like CD, yeah.
Maybe Amon-Ra will fall to us.
Let's go. Let's play the game. Where are we drafting from?
And he does.
And he comes right back.
From the 11. So, yeah, we got Mahomes and
look at that. The number 12, though. They went Mahomes, Saquon. I like that.
Yeah.
Saquon go higher. He's like pretty much number 4 off the board for running backs.
Right?
AI.
And that's what I'm saying. They ended up with 2 first-round picks.
Yeah. I would have been inclined to look at a QB if everything went off that we wanted right here too. I would have been like, fuck it, the Pete, give me PM.
Let's lock in Amon-Ra. Let's see. Second round, we got Barkley, Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, Nick Chubb, JT, Henry, Jacobs, Josh Allen, Tony Pollard, Garrett Wilson, Hurts, Waddle. Oh, the number 1 team is also going 0 RB.
Yeah.
They went Higgins in the third. 3
so they got, 2 Cincinnati.
For sure.
Double up.
I'm not mad at that. Listen, bro, that's like I think if somehow in a single QB you can get them 2 and Burrow, I love that.
Yeah. And then we got Andrews off the board, Olave, Stevenson, Najee, Devonta Smith, Gibbs, ETN, Breece Hall, Keenan Allen, single QB. He's a 3rd rounder. He really is. So if we're going QB, we got Burrow, Jackson, Fields, Herbert, Lawrence. For wide receivers, we got DK, Debo, Calvin Ridley, Amari Cooper, Hopkins, Scary Terry. Tight ends, we got Hawkinson, Kittle, Pitts, Goddard.
I like DK here.
Yeah.
Making him our 3rd, I'm definitely down for that. People hate on him, but if we can get him as the 3rd, I feel like that's just like cheating.
And plus, he obviously taken St. Brown's protein.
Oh yeah, yo.
I heard DK. He just throws hella candy in the blender. It's fucking amazing. This is what he says. He said, I just eat candy all day.
Yeah, he is genetic freak.
Yeah, I tried to do that, and then I look like this.
Yeah, what the fuck, DK?
I was like, God damn it, DK. Good genetics.
Debo and Kittle off the board. Do we get a positional advantage with Hawkinson here?
A lot of people will argue, or at least I will argue, that 0 RB, this could be it right here. Just go those first 3, and then we can switch and pivot. But for the sake of it, and to show everybody that running backs do fall, I'm down to go Hawkinson right here and keep pushing off the running back. You know what I mean?
The RB landscape is
it's getting thin, so it's dangerous.
Scared for us, but let's do and see what it looks like.
Here we go. This is who we have as options here, because we got what do we got? 20 picks before our next pick. Walker, Mixon, Aaron Jones, Pierce, Sanders, Dobbins, Madison. I'm down to just I'm down
to wait.
We're playing the game here.
Let's play the game.
So Hawkinson off the board. Lock him in. Oh, QB's right after. So Burrow and Jackson go. Then Ridley, then Walker, Mixon, Aaron Jones, Amari the Pooper Scooper, Jerry Jeudy, Damian Pierce, Herbert to round out the 4th. And then we got Hopkins, McLaurin, Madison, DJ Moore, Drake London, J.K. Dobbins, Fields, Sanders, Swift, Kamara.
Okay.
So,
running backs.
I got my rankings up to reference.
Akers, Connor, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Pacheco, Javonte, Monty, and James Cook.
Okay, we need 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
Clock, who do you like here according to your rankings?
Who was the first one you said, just so I can get
Akers.
Where we're at?
Yeah,
Akers? Okay.
I almost feel like I want to go with one of those 2 guys.
I have Cam Akers ranked higher on mine.
I just realized if I was Hebrew, I could be in a draft and then just go back in time and switch my pick if I didn't like it. 30 seconds wouldn't even matter, man.
No, yeah, I have Cam Akers ranked higher, the highest out of all these dudes, just because I do think that he's gonna bounce back from his injury, another year removed, and I think that they're not going to be as prolific throwing the ball as a lot of people are expecting.
The one thing I worry about for Cam Akers is the passing down work, because it's something that he didn't really get. And we don't really have the craziest sample size of Akers, but I'll just relate it to his last stretch in the playoffs. He was killing it. But one of the things I want to point out that it came out and said now is that they want to use, what's that guy? Ingram? Is it Ingram or Williams?
It doesn't matter what his name.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to find a way, because I'd rather attach myself to a better offense in a sense.
Here's my 3, and then Bogey, you could be the deciding factor. Cam Akers, James Conner, Pacheco. Those would be the 3 guys I'd be lobbying for, because we only have 2 picks in between our next pick as well.
Yeah, and like I like David Montgomery to be our next pick, so I'm with the Pacheco. But both of you guys like Akers, let's go Akers.
All right, let's lock
2 out of the 3 like Akers.
James Conner and Chris Godwin. So
now
we got Cook, White, Pacheco, Javonte, David Montgomery, James Cook, AJ Dillon, Gibson, B-Rob the Mob.
I'm even drawing a little more interest to Rashad White these days, because I went and looked at Baker's. His target market share in his career is 20% dedicated to the running back. I like that, but
I'm lobbying for James Cook right here. I'm drinking a little bit more of the juice on him lately.
I told you before, Bogey, I liked James Cook before all of this.
Yeah, before all the average. Yeah. Hey, you actually pointed out to me, why we should be looking at Singletary's production if that's how we're curious to see what James Cook could be. And Singletary lightweight killed this. I'm with y'all. Let's pull. I don't have any shares of James Cook. Let's rock with the Cook pick right here, because I feel like Robinson, something like that, could fall to us.
I bet we're gonna have a shot at some good running backs here, because everybody went running back heavy here. So we zigged when everyone was zagging.
Yeah, so a lot of those will fall back. Dalvin Cook, hey,
Here we go. So Pitts
James
went
and
off
Dalvin.
the board. Christian Watson, Goddard, Waller, Lawrence, Pittman.
You think
Pittman.
I don't know if Dalvin and James play fantasy, but you think that they're Dalvin upset like when he sees his ADP drop lower than his brother's now?
It's gotta be, man. Gotta be.
I bet you his brother called him.
Big red.
They're actually in a draft together. They're in a family league.
And so let me see where I leave off. Mike
Dalvin Cook's mom had to draft Dalvin. I don't know, baby. Don't worry. I draft you.
We'll keep you high.
Mom.
To start the 7th, Ayuk, Dalvin Cook, Deontay Johnson, Kirk, Marquise Brown, Freiermuth, Pacheco, JSN, Tony, and Mike Evans. See, and I'm glad we didn't take David Montgomery there, because if we want to, right there for us to take number 3.
We got to throw Monty to bogey.
Yeah.
Let's lock him in. And
my man Monty Burns.
We got Pickens and Dodson off the board. I think that we should go one more running back right here, because if we're going to play the game of taking a little bit riskier guys,
you need to have some
B-Rob available. I'm down to take one of those guys right here.
Which one?
Brian Robinson or Gibson.
I'm on the B-Rob side. He's been running the passing drills, and they talking about they want to use him in the passing game and not just early down work. So I'm buying into that a little bit. It's confirmation bias for me. Because I've always been on the B-Rob side versus the Gibson argument.
Who do you think, Clock? Which one you going for?
I'm going with B-Rob. I think they like him more there.
Let's lock him in. I like this because we got the only position that we need is a QB at this point.
And we have an abundance to choose.
I was already looking at that, what's on the board.
So Addison goes, then Burks, then Watson, Cooks, QJ, Gibson, Ingram, Prescott, Michael Thomas, David Njoku. 9th round, AJ Dillon, Juju, Schultz, Tua, Gabe Davis, Sutton, Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers. Team 8 doubled up on QBs. Cole Kmet, crying Jamal Williams. And look at who's there for us at the top. Kirk Cousins.
Let's go. Let's get Corky.
He's my highest ranked one left.
Come on. He's right there waiting for us in the 9th.
And did somebody take Addison yet? Because if we could swing around and take Addison.
We're done. This was our last
one.
Oh, let's go.
And Addison went the pick after we went B-Rob.
Oh, it's all good. It's all, man.
And the meal kicked off. Okay. I have Goff right below Kirk. I got Kirk right above Goff in my ranks, but Goff would be the next guy for me if Kirk wasn't available.
I can't bring myself to draft Goff. I can't do it.
I came around, but I feel dirty every time.
I
feel awful every time.
I just log off instead.
Let's get out of here. Make sure you go follow the podcast. We'll be back in 3 hours with fantasy news today. We will see you guys then. Bogey, any parting words?
Yeah, give me money. I couldn't really think of anything prolific.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the, 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 here comes the. Y'all don't really want it now. You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah. VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So the hustle, ladies and homies, make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.